Okay, so many of you struggled with rotations by learning the rules. So today I'm going to show you another way of working with rotations that might help some of you because it's a little bit more hands-on. Do try to keep the rules in mind, but this is going to help you until you are able to get those rules kind of internalized in your head. All right, so here we have our original paper. It tells us to rotate 180 degrees about the origin. Now, what do we know about that? That means that we're going to end up rotating this counterclockwise, but really, remember, it doesn't matter. So we go counterclockwise 1, 2 quadrants. So our triangle is going to end up in this quadrant. Okay, so, but first, let's go ahead and write down. You might do it on a separate piece of paper. You could do it on this paper. I'm going to write down the current coordinates of Q, H, and J. So, Q, H, and J. Q right now is at 0, -1. H is at -3, -5. J is at -5, -3, right? J is at 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. 1, 2, 3, -3. All right, and I'm also on the same paper. I'm going to leave space. I'm going to actually go ahead and write. But I'm going to leave these blank. Q prime, H prime, and J prime. Or Q sup 1, H, yeah, you get it. Okay, but I'm not going to fill these in. And here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pretend. I'm going to stick my pencil right there, and I'm going to spin my actual paper so that the triangle is sitting up here. So you can't really see it, but just kind of imagine that I'm spinning the paper counterclockwise 180 degrees. And there we go. There it is. My triangle is up here now, right? Now I'm going to keep pretending. I'm going to mark my axes, and I'm going to pretend that for now, this is my regular coordinate plane, this is X, and this is Y. This is my positive coordinate. I am pretending that this is my quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm going to look, now that I spun my paper around the origin, because these are rotations around the origin, I'm going to say, okay, where is Q prime? Well, Q prime now is at 0, 1. So I'm going to write that down, 0, 1. And this might involve flipping my paper back and forth, or you could use scratch paper. Where is H now? Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So H is now at 3, 5. And where is J? J is now at 5, 3. Okay, I'm going to finish pretending. So I'm going to put my paper back the way it is. And now I'm going to plot my image. Q prime is at 0, 1, and label it. H prime is at 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And J prime is at 5, 3. There we go. And draw my rotated image. And it kind of looks reflected, right? But no, this is a rotation. We rotate it around here. Now, I'd like you to continue, even though I'm teaching you a way where you can forget the rules, I'd like you to keep thinking about the rules. What happened here? We rotated 180 degrees. Each coordinate, X, became the opposite of X. Y became the opposite of Y. X became the opposite of X. Y became the opposite of Y. Okay, let's do one where we're not rotating 180 degrees. Here we go. Rotation 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. Once again, I'm going to write down my original points. I'm going to write down the coordinates. Go ahead and pause and do it on your own. Here we go. B is at 4, 5. L is at 5, 0. S is at 2, 2. Okay, and again, I'm going to stick my pen or pencil right there, and I'm going to rotate my paper 90 degrees counterclockwise. You're going to have to just imagine that I'm rotating it. But before you do it, think about it. If I go counterclockwise, where is this going to end up? It's going to end up right here. That's going to act as a double check. If I rotate it 90 degrees, I go one quadrant. Counterclockwise means I go this direction. So my triangle end up here. And sometimes if your figure is like in multiple quadrants, you just kind of have to, be very careful as you do it. All right, so here I go. I rotate. Oh, sorry. Before I rotate, I left my spaces. There we go. Now, I'm going to rotate There we go. There's my triangle. Now I'm going to pretend that this is x and this is y. And I'm going to write down my image coordinates. Go ahead and pause and do that. Let's see if you got what I got. B prime is at -5, 4. L prime is at 0, 5. S prime is at -2, 2. All right, rotate my paper back. And now I'm going to plot my image points. B prime is at -5, 4. There we go. L prime is at 0, 5. S prime is at -2, 2. Draw my lines. There we go. I have a congruent figure, and it has rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise around the origin. That's really about it. But again, look at the pattern. What's happening? Our image is the opposite of y. Y was 5. Now our x is -5, comma, x. What was x? X was 4. So now y is 4. Happened here. The opposite of y, comma, x. And here as well. The opposite of y, comma, x. So again, you're not always going to be able to graph these, but for now, use the method that works best for you, whether it's the rules or by physically turning your paper around. Either way works as long as you do it correctly. That is the beauty of math. See you in class.